Honestly, I'm as disappointed as you are because our predictions did not come to fruition. Yes, you know what time it is? It is our top five from the big five from last week's predictions. Liverpool defeated Ipswich by 4 goals to 1. Yes, we did say Liverpool were going to win that one comfortably, which they did. Lecce were blown away at home by Inter Milan. We did predict Inter Milan would take all 3 points against Lecce. They did not disappoint. Real Madrid as well, we did say we would defeat Real Valladolid, and Kylian Mbappe came to the fore. Yes, he led Real Madrid to a 3-0 victory, scoring all 3 goals. Yes, who was that man that said Kylian Mbappe will not succeed at Real Madrid? Right now, the man cannot stop scoring goals. Leipzig were at home to Leverkusen. We did say that game was going to end in more than 1 goal, and yes, it did. The game ended 2-2. PSG Rhymes, yes, that was the only game that had me facing my palm. Yes, PSG were at home to Rhymes, and because they had a Champions League game to navigate, they had one eye on it, and we didn't have one eye on them. They drew 1-1 with Rhymes, and that's a sad one. I'm hoping to go 5-4-5 for this week. And on that note, we say welcome. Yes, it's Sports 360. You know who the host is. It's Mark Osifo. Yes, and we're going straight to the world of tennis, where we want to say big congratulations to the men's singles winner. We're talking none other than Aussie Open defending champion Yannick Sinner. Yes, the Australian Open has come to a close, and the man who won it same time last year is also the winner for this year. We're talking about none other than the Italian Yannick Sinner. The man retained his Aussie Open crown by defeating the German Alexander Zverev in straight sets. Yes, remember he won this tournament last year by defeating Danny Medvedev, coming back from 2 sets to nothing. Yes, 2 sets to nil. A man who has never won a Grand Slam was losing by 2 sets to nil, and he came right back and defeated Danny Medvedev by 3 sets to 2. Alexander Zverev in this year's final gave Yannick Sinner a scare in the second set, but Sinner's mental health too strong, and he rallied back and defeated Alexander Zverev. The game ended 6-3, 7-6, 6-3 in favor of our Aussie Open champion. Yes, Yannick Sinner now has 3 Grand Slam championships to his name. Yes, 2-time Aussie Open champion, and he also won the US Open last year. And the Italian has made history as the first Italian to win 3 Grand Slams. Yes, like we rightly said, 2 Aussie Opens and 1 US Open. The next Grand Slam will be in the French Open. Will he be there? Because he has a draw case over his head that will be held in April. But we are hoping that the man did not do anything illegal and will be in the French Open to see if he can add another feather to his cap. And I want to also say a big congratulations to the underdog. Yes, the American underdog, Madison Keys. She is 29 years old. She was pitted against Anna Pavlenka. Ayana Pavlenka is the Aussie Open defending champion, coming into that big one, and 2-time Aussie Open defending champion versus somebody who has never won a Grand Slam. It was always going to be odds favoring Sabalenka. I thought Sabalenka was going to dispose of Madison Keys. Madison Keys proved me and practically every other person wrong by winning our first Grand Slam title. We want to say congratulations to her. Kudos. It tells us to never give up, keep working. It's always better late than never. And congratulations to America and the American Madison Keys. Yes, she is now a Grand Slam champion. On that note, we're moving over straight to the NBA. Yes, it's February, and February is the All-Star weekend. Yes, All-Star weekend will be kicking off February 14 to February 16. I know you as a female will say February 14 is Valentine's Day, but for us, it's All-Star weekend. Yes, and it will be taking place in the San Francisco Bay Area. Yes, you know that's the home of the Golden State Warriors. And in the All-Star game, we're going to see East taking on West as we normally do see. And the Eastern top 5 and the Western top 5 starters have been confirmed. In the East, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. I hope I got that pronunciation right, or I will just stick to Antetokounmpo. And Jalen Brunson from the New York Knicks is also on the starting team. We have Donovan Mitchell from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics, and lastly we have Karl Anthony Towns from also the New York Knicks. Yes, that is starting 5 from the East. And in the West, we have Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant from the Phoenix Suns, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from OKC, yes, the Oklahoma City Thunders, LeBron James, the king himself, from the LA Lakers, and lastly we have Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. Yes, that's the starting 5 from the West. East versus West, who your money be on? For me, I am ready to put my house on the West defeating the East. Living the world of basketball, we're going to go straight into, yes, I know, your favorite segment is football. Yes, and on Monday, the 27th of January, we saw the Nations Cup draw being held, and the tournament will be held in 6 cities. Yes, 6 host cities and 9 stadia in Morocco, and we're going to see the African best all slugging it out for that coveted trophy. Who will it go to? Will it go to our own very Super Eagles, or will it be staying in Morocco? Yes, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, will they be champions come the end of the CAF tournament? Remains to be seen. I want to say congratulations to every team that qualified for the tournament. The draws were held, and in Group A we have Morocco taking on Mali, Zambia and Comoros. Group B we see Egypt, South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe slugging it out. Group C we have Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, Tanzania. Yes, I know most of you will be looking forward to Group C. Yes, I repeat, we have Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, Tanzania in that one. Group D sees Senegal, DR Congo, Benin Republic and Botswana. In Group E, we have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. Finally, in Group F, we have Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Gabon, and Mozambique. Yes, which for you is the group of death, which is the easiest group. I want to believe that Nigeria's Group C is easy enough for us. At least, let's remind ourselves that we are going to have 16 teams in the knockout phase. 12 qualifying automatically. We're saying 2 from each group, then the 4 best losers, yes, the 4 best teams making up the rear will join them. 16 teams. I do not see how Nigeria will not qualify from Group C, either first, second, or as one of the best runner-up in that group. Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, Tanzania. Tell us your thoughts. Go drop us a comment. Let us know how you feel about the Super Eagles going into this one. Yes, you know we have a new coach. Yes, will the coach be able to steer us to victory in Morocco? And yes, do not forget that our tournament will be taking place on the 21st of December this year to January 18th of 2026. Moving over to the Champions League, yes, in the UCL. Final round of games were played. We're talking 18 games. Let's see if we could take it all. Yes, we saw Aston Villa defeating Celtic by 4-2. Barcelona and Atlanta played out a 2-2 draw. Bayer Leverkusen defeated Sparta Prague by 2-0. Bayern Munich defeated Slaven Bratislava by 3-1. Borussia Dortmund defeated Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. Brest, we saw Brest at home. We are defeated by Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid right now firing on all cylinders. Dynamo Zagreb defeated almighty 7-time UCL champions AC Milan by 2-1. Girona were defeated at home by Arsenal 2-1. Inter defeated AS Monaco 3-0. Juventus were humbled at home by Benfica 2-0. Lille defeated Feyenoord 6-1. I want to say that's a big one for Lille, because I did not believe that they could defeat Feyenoord by such a margin. Man City got the job done. They needed this victory to be sure of the playoff places. Man City defeated Club Brugge at home 3-1. PSV Eindhoven defeated the only undefeated side, Liverpool, defeating them by 3-2. RB Salzburg, yes, RB Salzburg lost at home to Atletico Madrid 4-1. Sporting CP, we are held to a 1-1 draw by Bologna. Some Graz defeated Leipzig 1-0. Leipzig were woeful in this tournament, only picking up 3 points from a possible 24, and that's very, very abysmal if you ask me. VfB Stuttgart were defeated in Germany by PSG. Yes, we saw a professional job from PSG. They knew that this game was going to be the biggest game of the season for them, and they did not disappoint. They defeated Stuttgart by 4-1. Young Boys were defeated at home by Krevnesenda by 1-0. Yes, in the top 8, remember the top 8 qualifies automatically for the round of 16. If you do not hear your club's name, know that they were either eliminated or going to be in a playoff struggle. First on the log is Liverpool. Number 2, Barcelona. Yes, Barcelona that were held by Atlanta to a draw. Arsenal in 3rd place. Inter 4th on the log with 15 points. Inter 4th. Atletico Madrid 5th, Bayer Leverkusen 6th, Lille 7th on the log, and making up the rear is Aston Villa 8th on the log. Yes, Liverpool, Barca, Arsenal, Inter, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa have made it to the round of 16, and hoping to join them out in the playoff places. We have 9th Atlanta, Borussia Dortmund are in 10th, Real Madrid are in 11th position, Bayern Munich 12th, AC Milan on 13th, PSV Eindhoven 14th on the log, Paris Saint-Germain are 15th, Benfica 16th, AS Monaco 17th, Brest 18th, Feyenoord 19th, Juventus are on the 20th position, Celtic 21, Manchester City 22, Sporting CP 23, and in the last place for a playoff is Club Brugge 24th on the log. And I'm moving over to Europe right now. We're in the EPL. Last weekend we saw Spurs taking on Leicester City. Yes, Spurs were defeated at home to Leicester City. Ange Postecoglou's side keeps losing games and he keeps complaining about injuries. Is Daniel Levy holding on to his Spurs and not releasing the funds for them to shore up the team? Well, Daniel Levy, the fans are angry right now, protesting that you should leave the club. Should he leave? I want to believe that the man has been okay so far, but he needs to stop keeping Spurs on the budget and splash that cash. Fulham lost at home to Manchester United. Lots of people said Fulham will win that game. It didn't happen. Fulham lost to United by 1-0. Bournemouth, yes. We cannot stop raving about Bournemouth. We saw how they defeated Newcastle and in the penultimate weekend, and last weekend they defeated Nottingham Forest by 5-0. 5-0. Remember, Nottingham Forest were in a roll of their own, and Bournemouth brought it to a halt, defeating them 5-0. Brighton lost to Everton. Yes, David Moyes' side picking up the first victory. They defeated Brighton away by 1-0. Liverpool defeated Ipswich by 4-1. Wolves were defeated at home by a late strike from none other than the Italian Calafiori, 1-0. Man City, yes, Man City defeated Chelsea 3-1. Fantastic job from Man City there, finding some sort of form. And this weekend we're going to see Nottingham Forest take on Brighton. Will Nottingham Forest still be reeling from that 5-0 defeat, or will they pick themselves up to get something over Brighton? And now we're going to see Bournemouth, yes, Bournemouth taking on Liverpool. Can Bournemouth do to Liverpool what they have been doing to Newcastle? And Nottingham Forest, Everton, David Moyes' charges will be up against Leicester City. Brentford will be taking on the injury-ravaged Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United will be at home at Old Trafford to Crystal Palace. Old Trafford used to be a fortress, but these days nobody's afraid to go to Old Trafford because you could come home with a lot of goodies. Arsenal will be at home to Man City. That's the big one for this weekend. And Chelsea will be taking on West Ham. And I'm moving over to the League One. And in League One, last weekend we saw Lens defeat Angers by 1-0. Nantes took on Lyon and they were held by Lyon 1-1. We saw Nice defeating my informed team in the French Ligue 1, Marseille, by 2-0. I really thought Marseille was going to get something out of that game, but that didn't happen. De Zerbi needs to pick his team up and ensure that against Lyon this weekend, they will be able to get a result. Monaco defeated Rennes by 3 goals to 2. Strasbourg is another team to look out for. They have been informed thus far. You remember that Strasbourg is also owned by Blue Coat, the same company that owns Chelsea. Yes, Strasbourg defeated Lille by 2 goals to 1, and PSG were held by Reims 1-1. And this weekend we're going to see Brest taking on PSG. Yes, Brest for me will be in no kind of form to be able to get a result against PSG. Monaco will be up against Auxerre. Lille will be taking on Saint Etienne. Reims will be taking on Strasbourg. Strasbourg, one of the most informed teams in the French league right now. Marseille will be at home to Lyon. Yes, will Marseille be able to defeat Lyon? Well, we need to wait and see. Moving over straight to Italy, we are in the Serie A. AC Milan defeated Parma. Yes, they struggled, but they did come out with the victory. They defeated Parma by 3 goals to 2. Udinese were defeated at home by Roma 2 goals to 1. Lecce, yes, we've talked about that. Lecce were defeated at home by Inter 4 goals to 2. But the tie of the round was Napoli taking on Juventus. Undefeated Juventus, remember, but Napoli gave them their first defeat. Napoli defeated them by 2 goals to 1. A professional job. Yes, we say kudos to Antonio Conte. His charges keep marching on, and it's going to be very, very difficult to knock them off the top of the ladder in the Serie A. Atlanta will be taking on Torino this weekend. We're going to see Juventus taking on Empoli. Juventus will be reeling from that defeat to Napoli. Yes, they were undefeated before that encounter, and I want to believe they will come back being undefeated. Will they win? You know, they like pulling off draws. AC Milan in the big one will be taking on Inter Milan, who will get the better of each other at the San Siro. Yes, the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium will be on fire because it will be the San Siro derby, the Meazza derby, the Milan derby, call it whatever you want. I want to believe that Inter Milan will be too strong for AC, but you never know. It's a derby and all form is thrown away. Roma will be up against Napoli. Resurgent Roma up against Napoli. Will Roma be strong enough to hold Napoli? I don't see it. Cagliari will be up against Lazio. Yes, Cagliari v Lazio. I want to believe that Lazio should be too strong for Cagliari. And straight to Germany, we are in the Bundesliga. We saw Leipzig Leverkusen play out a 2-2 draw. Freiburg were defeated at home by Bayern Munich. I believe we called that one. Dortmund were held to a draw by Werder Bremen 2-2. At Hoffenheim, Frankfurt also played out a 2-2 draw. This weekend, we're going to see Bayern take on Austin Kell. Yes, Bayern will still be in party mode. Yes, for qualifying to the playoff places in the UCL. Yes, UEFA Champions League. But will Bayern be sober enough to defeat Austin Kell? I want to believe so. Heidenheim will be taking on Borussia Dortmund. Yes, Frankfurt will be up against Wolfsburg, and Leverkusen will be taking on Hoffenheim. And lastly, go to the La Liga. Yes, in the La Liga last weekend, we saw Real Sociedad defeated at home by Getafe 3 goals to 0. And Bilbao, Leganés played out a goalless draw. Barcelona defeated, blew away Valencia by 7 goals to 1. Yes, that was unexpected, but kudos to Barca. Yes, when they are in form, they are very, very unstoppable. Atletico were L2 a 1-1 draw by Villarreal. I want to believe that Atletico had one eye on the Champions League. They wanted to maintain their status on the log, and they did just that. Valladolid were defeated by a Kylian Mbappe hat-trick 3 goals to 0. Kylian Mbappe doing great things for Real Madrid. The man has found his form, and yes, you know, when Kylian Mbappe is on form, the man is a killer, and he's proving it at Real Madrid. Real Madrid currently sit 4 points clear on the log, and it will take some stopping for them not to win the La Liga title. Yes, this weekend we're going to see Atletico Madrid taking on Mallorca. Espanyol will be at home to Real Madrid. Barcelona will be up against Deportivo Alaves. Real Betis will be slugging it out against Atletico Bilbao. Then lastly, from our selected games, we're going to see Osasuna taking on Real Sociedad this week on our top 5 from the Big 5. Number one from the La Liga, we're going to see Espanyol taking on Madrid. I want to say Madrid should be able to take all 3 points against Espanyol, but I'll go with the safe bet. 2 draw, no bets. Yes, 2 draw, no bets. From the Ligue 1, we're going to see PSG taking on Brest. PSG will be away. Yes, I know that, but PSG, like Madrid, will be celebrating qualifying for the playoff places in the UCL. I want to believe that PSG will be boosted by that victory in the Champions League to be able to get one over Brest. But still on the safe side, I'm going with 2 draw, no bets. AC Milan will be reeling from that defeat too. Dynamo Zagreb, I want to believe that that will dampen their morals and it will boost Inter, giving them more confidence, especially after winning their Champions League game. I want to believe that over 1 goal will be scored in that encounter. Yes, you'll be wondering why I didn't go with Inter picking up all 3 points. It's a derby. Anything can happen, and AC Milan might be able to dust themselves from that defeat and go all out in the derby. Although Yusuf Fofana will not be playing in the midfield for AC Milan because he got another yellow card suspending him for the derby. In the English Premier League, the big one definitely sees Arsenal taking on Man City. That's another game where I believe that we were going to see more than 1 goal scored. In the past, we would have said Manchester City will blow Arsenal away, but we all know that this season City are not in the form we're used to. So I'm going with the safe option of more than 1 goal being scored in that encounter. And finally, in the German Bundesliga, Leverkusen will be taking on Hoffenheim. That's another game. I see Leverkusen picking up another 3 points, but I'm going with the safe bet. 1 draw, no bet. And on that note, we want to say thank you for sticking around. Yes, it's Sports 360. The name remains Marco Sifo. Do not forget to drop us a comment. Tell us how you feel about the program thus far. And remember to share and like our page. It's been wonderful doing this. Sports 360 will be coming your way next week. Keep it locked.